it took a little while to warm up to him, but once you warm up with him, he's always giggling in the locker room. He's always smiling, having a good time. So it's he's one of those guys that you always want to be around.
And to the head coach on the topic.
What are you asking?
I don't know. You're kind of smirking. I thought you might have something to chime in there with.
No.
Okay.
I was anxious to hear what they said.
All right. Over there to the left.
Dylan Laux, Gopher Hope. Bryce, for you, like, how much do you lean on last year losing to Mankato to kind of push you towards tomorrow's game, and how do you like put it onto the freshmen who obviously didn't get to experience that?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of everything. I mean, our experience going into this tournament was kind of our driving factor, and all the older guys that are on the team that were in that situation before, we kind of knew that if we didn't get on them early, we could. Last year we kind of got shell shocked with how hard they played, and so we know that if we didn't get on teams early, that that same situation might happen, and so we weren't going to leave anything to doubt. And last year that was kind of our biggest regret, was that we didn't give ourselves a chance at the national championship, and now that we're in this situation, we're not going to hold anything back.
Okay, terrific. In front here, Jess.
Jess Myers from the Rink Live. Bryce, we talked about this a little bit, that 3 of the 4 Brodzinski boys are playing in Florida, at least temporarily, but your dad had said he thought Easton or Johnny would win one with the Huskies, and now it's kind of on your shoulders. How much pressure is that, and what have you heard from your brothers about advice? Easton obviously had the injury in Pittsburgh, but what have you gotten from them?
I mean, I don't know if my dad actually thought that they were going to win it. I just think he wanted a St. Cloud Husky to win it because he's such a St. Cloud Husky fan. But, I think he knows deep down in his heart that the Gophers are the way. So, yeah, I mean, all my brothers, they're not St. Cloud or Gopher fans. They're fans of the game, and they're fans of our family. So it's all of them are texting me. They're all wishing me luck. I mean, all my brothers are watching the games with their teammates because they're invested in it. And everyone in my family's been a great support this entire year.
Okay. In the back there, Adam.
Adam Woden, College Hockey News. Coach, I'll put you on the spot. You weren't here in 14 when Minnesota lost to Union, but the comments at the time were about the age disparity was a common topic. I mean, do you share that concern going into this game? And lament that it's that way in college hockey?
Right. Yeah. I haven't done the age disparity, so I take it there is one. I haven't looked at it, but I know they have a bunch of grad. I mean, we're all living that right now. I know they have a bunch of grad players, transfer guys. Honestly, Adam, no. I mean, I told our guys too, like last year at this time, we had some people in the portal, obviously contacting us, and then I went out and watched a few of our guys in the USHL. And when you like your players, and I liked our returning players, we didn't go in the portal because I liked our guys. I bet on it, and here we are. The big key for us was our returning players that chose to come back and play for us, and I've said that: Faber, Lacombe, Johnson. Guys that had reasons to leave, and Bryce comes back his senior year, and we're paying that dividend. We have enough older guys who have been through a lot of wars in college hockey. Then the young guys have been tremendous. They're good hockey players. So it is what it is. They're an old grizzled team that we're going to go up against. But we've had a challenging schedule all season long. I know from a computer ranking it's awful high. We just got to play our best hockey. We got to be on our toes and play our best hockey tomorrow. And if after that game, that's where we'll debate who comes out on top. But we got the right guys to go to war with it, and we're fired up to get there.
Okay, Ryan in the back.
Thanks, Ryan Kennedy from the Hockey News. Question for Logan. With one game to go in the season, just curious how you felt about your freshman college year. Not so much on the ice, but off the ice. How do you enjoy being a college kid?
Yeah, it's so much fun. I think, this team and this group we have, it's one of the most special groups I've ever been a part of. And, it's so much fun to come to the rink every day. And whether it's outside the rink, too, just hanging out with with the guys. It's truly special, and definitely a team I'll remember forever. And like I said, it's definitely a special group, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Okay. Julie, and then Mick.
There's a lot of talk outside about Quinnipiac being an underdog, but they are the number 2 team in the country. Do you guys have that perception, or is this just another team that you're going up against tomorrow?
Bryce.
Yeah, I mean, it's they're here for a reason. I mean, they're one of the best teams in the entire country, and they've been proving that the entire year. So it's it's not necessarily an underdog. I mean, we've lost to some teams, and they've lost to some teams, and they've beat some unbelievable teams. We beat some unbelievable teams. So it's it's anybody's game. It's which team's going to want it more.
Coach.
Which team doesn't make the mistakes tomorrow in one and done games, and it's what we talk about. There are going to be enough plays out there for both teams to win it, but you got to leave the plays in the locker room that can cost you, discipline, turnovers, and that's the boring talk that you're going to get. But that's what it comes down to.
Mick.
Mick Haddon from the Rink Live. Bryce, against St. Cloud State, against BU, I thought the first period was really kind of a big thing for you guys in both those games in terms of dictating tempo. I mean, how much have you guys talked, I guess, about just doing exactly that? I mean, dictating tempo.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first period is the most important period of the game. If you can kind of set the pace early and kind of prove to yourself that you can play in those games, and if things aren't going your way, you can kind of look back and say, what we were doing right in the first period, that we were kind of all on top of these guys, and you can kind of get rid of that frustration, get rid of the nerves early, and kind of put it on the other team, and kind of prove that you're there for a reason, and you're not going to just be pushed around.
Okay, we'll stay here in the front row to the right, guys.
Avash Kalra, College Hockey News. Coach, it's clear, I think, to everybody how much, just exactly how you feel about the players. You've talked a lot about that this week, and how you couldn't do to Justin by bringing in another goalie, betting on the team, talking about the decor. I think it goes conversely. I was talking to Brock Faber in the locker room, and he said he didn't just want to win for his teammates, but he wants to win for you as well. What does that mean to hear something like that?
It's not a job we have sometimes. You're part of these kids' lives, and you truly care about them. You do, and we're playing for the championship. But if it would have ended a week ago, I would have been so sad not to be with this group again. I mean, to think we're going down to the last game and we're going to be together. This has been this doesn't happen in coaching. We have gone all year long with this group, and it's just been this steady ride. We have not had a hiccup, and I attribute that to the leadership in the guys in our room. You always have dips in every season. We haven't had one. These guys have just been terrific. They work hard and practice. Today we came out to skate. And the coaches looked at each other. Oh my God, were we good today? And we had jump. We didn't miss a pass, and they, you kind of feed off that energy that they give you, and you truly care about them. You do. You truly care about your players. You're around. Sometimes you don't get to show them that all the time. When they really learn it is years after that. I played with his dad, so that's where a lot of the jokes come from. I've known his dad my whole life, and I've coached 3 of the brothers. I get much closer with them after they're gone, and you're part of their lives. And they start having kids, and they come back, and it's one of the great things in our sport. It's one reason I think we stay in it is they keep us young, and they've sure helped. They've sure helped me the last 2 years. I can tell you that.
Okay, last one, Jess.
Jess Myers from the Rink Live. Logan, you've known Jimmy for a couple years now. I know he was one of the reasons you wound up at the University of Minnesota. I sat down with him in June at a rink in the Twin Cities and just did a 5-minute interview with him, and I brought this up. In the 5 minutes, he said the words, "win a national championship" 3 times. How much did you hear that from him as a friend and a line mate, and how much was that has that been kind of a driving force in his season and what he's here for and what all of you are here for?
Yeah, for sure. I think that just goes to show you what type of player and person he is. Obviously, he's super competitive. He wants to win, and we all want to win too. It's not just him. This is why you play the game. This is why you come to the school, is to play in the big bright spotlights like this. And to win a national championship would mean everything to us. And it's something we're looking forward to do. It's the reason we're here. And I'm so confident in this group to do it.
All right, perfect. I know a busy day for the Gophers. Guys, we'll let you go. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
We'll be back at 1:30 with the State of College Hockey right here. Thanks, fellas. Good luck.